One punch to the wrong spot can kill a man. And for years in boxing, fighters were allowed to throw one of the most dangerous punches imaginable, a shot directly to the back of the head. Today, it's banned instantly. The referee jumps in, warnings are given, points are taken. But why? Why did boxing completely outlaw rabbit punches? And if boxing allows men to punch each other in the face for money, why draw the line at the back of the head? Because the rabbit punch was not just dangerous, it was terrifying. To understand why, you first need to know what a rabbit punch actually is. A rabbit punch is any strike thrown to the back of the head or upper neck. It gets its name from the way hunters used to kill rabbits. One quick blow behind the head. That alone should tell you how brutal it is, because the back of the head is one of the most vulnerable parts of the human body. Unlike the forehead or jaw, it has less natural protection. And directly underneath that area sits the brainstem, the control center for breathing, balance, movement, consciousness. Damage that area, and the consequences can be catastrophic. So if it was that dangerous, why was it ever allowed? Because early boxing had almost no rules. Back then, boxing was less of a sport and more of a street fight with spectators. Fighters could wrestle, throw opponents to the ground, hit in dirty positions, and yes, strike behind the head. It was chaos. The only thing that mattered was surviving. And in those brutal early days, fighters used every weapon they could. If a man turned his head away, he got hit. If he ducked low, he got hit. If the back of his skull was exposed, he got punished for it. There was no mercy. But over time, boxing began changing. It wanted legitimacy. It wanted to become a respected sport. And to do that, it had to become safer, because the rabbit punch was causing serious damage. Unlike a clean shot to the chin, which usually knocks a man out quickly, rabbit punches could do something worse. They could paralyze. They could permanently injure. They could leave fighters with nerve damage that lasted for life. And sometimes the damage did not show immediately. A fighter could get hit behind the head, keep fighting, then collapse later. That's what made it so feared. It was a hidden danger, and many fighters learned this the hard way. One of the most famous examples came from Muhammad Ali. When Ali fought Joe Frazier, many people accused Frazier of landing shots near the back of the head during clinches and exchanges. Ali hated it. He complained constantly because those shots disoriented him. Even when they were not full rabbit punches, shots around that area could throw off a fighter's balance instantly. Then you had fighters like Mike Tyson. Tyson was so explosive and aggressive that sometimes when opponents turned away, his hooks would land around the side and back of the head. And every time it happened, referees watched closely because everyone understood how dangerous that area was. But the real reason boxing banned rabbit punches was simple. The sport realized some damage goes beyond entertainment. Fans love knockouts. They love blood. They love violence. But no one wants to watch a fighter carried out because of a cheap, illegal shot. So boxing commissions stepped in. Rules were created. The back of the head became off limits. Rabbit punches were officially banned, and referees were told to enforce it strictly. Now, if a fighter repeatedly lands rabbit punches, he can be warned, lose points, or even be disqualified. Because boxing wanted skill to decide fights, not reckless shots to vulnerable areas. But here's the interesting part. Rabbit punches still happen all the time. Why? Because boxing is fast. When fighters move, duck, clinch, and turn their heads, sometimes legal punches accidentally land behind the head. It's unavoidable. And sometimes dirty fighters do it on purpose, especially inside fighters. Why? Because in close exchanges, a sneaky shot behind the head can drain a man quickly. It messes with his balance. His legs weaken. His vision shakes. And even if the referee misses it, the damage is done. That's why veteran fighters constantly complain about dirty opponents, because the rabbit punch never truly disappeared. It just went underground. Even today, if you watch enough boxing, you'll see fighters try to sneak them in during clinches. Small taps, short hooks, little punches where the referee cannot fully see. Because fighters know that when you hurt the balance, you hurt the whole fighter. But the difference now is this: the sport no longer accepts it openly, because the consequences were too severe. Too many injuries, too much risk, too much permanent damage. And that's what separates boxing from simple violence. Yes, boxing is brutal. Yes, it is dangerous. But even boxing has lines it refuses to cross. Because once you start allowing strikes to the back of the head, it stops being a contest. It becomes survival. So the next time you hear a commentator yell, "Watch the back of the head," remember why. It is not just a technical rule. It is not just referee drama. It is because boxing learned the hard way. Some punches are too dangerous even for a fight, and rabbit punches were one of them. Because getting hit in the face may knock you out, but getting hit behind the head, that can change your life forever.